Welcome back, everyone, to theCUBE special presentation here in our Palo Alto studios. I'm John Furrier, host of theCUBE, where all the leaders in AI innovation is here in Silicon Valley. And of course, we got a CFO AI focus. We're looking at the business model transformation. Swapnil Shinde is here, the CEO of Zeni, local company here, founder. Thanks for coming on, appreciate you. And startup, a hot startup doing AI-powered finance, helping people who struggle to close the quarter or a month.
Absolutely.
Great to have you. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you for having me here. It's a pleasure to be
So let's
here.
get into what's the company do? Set the table. What's the company's product, business, status? Give us the update.
Absolutely. So Zeni is an AI company, and what we have done is we have built an AI-powered bookkeeping platform that does accounting, automates accounting and bookkeeping for other startups and businesses. So what we do is we use a combination of humans and AI who collaborate with each other to pretty much do your accounting and bookkeeping at a speed that is 10x faster than usual.
So what's the requirement? So is it for small business, large enterprises? Take us through which the target market you're going after.
Yeah, most of our customers are in the mid-market range. Like that's our typical average customer. But if you look at technology startups, our typical customer is goes from as early as a seed-funded startup to a Series C high-growth startup. And we have other businesses that fall under professional services, consultancy firms, or e-commerce shops, or gaming studios, etc., who are successfully using Zeni as well.
Yeah, and those kinds of companies, they're so either service-oriented or in growth mode.
Yep.
And they kind of take their eye off the ball and then come back and try to figure out everything else in the accounting.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Or on a fractional basis, and then they get full-time, and then they put systems in place. So you're helping people out, kind of rein that in.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, I personally believe that finances is the backbone of every company. And when you're building a company and scaling it, pretty much everyone is focused on their business and their product. And finances is something that you outsource to a finance firm or a part-time bookkeeper or an accountant. So what we do is we work as their partner. We give them a dedicated finance team. We give them our AI platform. And we guarantee them that we'll touch their books daily and give them real-time insights into their finances.
So how would I, first of all, I would love this product we have a lot of, companies have spreadsheets and they have the QuickBooks.
Yep.
Are you looking to replace Intuit, or are you thinking about more using AI to kind of augment existing systems? Because the data sometimes is all over the place. There's really kind of multiple systems of record. You got Salesforce,
Yep.
you got QuickBooks, you got spreadsheets.
Yeah, so our goal is not to replace QuickBooks or Intuit. So what Zeni does is Zeni sits on top of QuickBooks, and we have very deep API level integrations with QuickBooks, so we can push and pull data in real time. But the most interesting thing about Zeni is that it replaces the entire ecosystem that surrounds QuickBooks, especially the servicing layer. And when you are actually working in the accounting world, a lot of humans are required either to do your bookkeeping, your tax, you need a temporary CFO, you need account payable person, accounts receivable person. So Zeni automates all these functions using a system of agents.
Yep.
So all these AI agents autonomously work on different tasks, and then our humans assist these AI agents to complete the task at 10x the speed.
So if I got a spreadsheet that's managing cash flow, which is
Yeah.
like a manual process,
Yeah.
here's the thing, it's moved out to the next month, it's always manual.
Yep.
And then the income statement, balance sheets tend to be more kind of stable, but
Yep.
not necessarily frequently updated.
Yeah.
This is kind of where you guys can connect the dots, is that right? And of course you got the
Yes,
sales
absolutely. So
forecasting
first of all, we'll get rid of all those spreadsheets for you.
Mm-hmm.
And Zeni will actually give you a platform where your P&Ls are updated in real time. So in our world, we call it live P&Ls and balance sheets and cash flow statements. So every single day, you will see numbers changing on your dashboard. So when you're using Zeni, you can just go to our dashboard. You don't really need to wait till the month ends to look at what your P&L is going to be. Today morning, when you wake up, you can actually figure out where your company stands in terms of your finances. And I think that's a superpower, because when you really know where you stand, you can make higher velocity decisions and really run your business in a very proactive way instead of a reactive way.
What kind of changes have you seen in the reaction or kind of the new way this rolls out? So when someone gets the product and actually at a steady state starts using it, compare the scope of value between the old way. So, in these markets, it's always old way and new way. Old way is a lot of grudge work, drudgery, toil, undifferentiated heavy lifting.
Yeah. And I think in our world, the old way is really, really old. For decades, accountants have been working on closing your books in the exactly same way. First of all, they wake up after the month ends, then they start working on reconciliations, categorizing your transactions, take 2 to 3 weeks to close your books, send you back Excels over email. So everything is flying back and forth over emails. It's very fragmented, too many humans, too many tools.
Yeah.
It becomes super slow. So what Zeni does is like we create multiple aha moments. First of all, we defragment your entire human stack into one dedicated team of human experts that we provide you, who has expertise in working on a business like yours. Secondly, we defragment your entire SaaS tool into one Zeni platform that is powered by AI across all verticals. So we give you a platform that does your bookkeeping, your bill payments, your employee reimbursements, your digital banking, your cards. Everything is powered by the same system of AI agents. And then that is backed by a dedicated finance team. So when typically customers move to
On
us
your side.
on our side, so we give your dedicated finance team on our side, so you don't need to even hire those people internally.
So you can do professional services too.
Yes. So
and
that's
have
why
the agents.
Yeah, that's why I feel like Zeni is a unique beast because we are service as a software company, not a SaaS company. So we are automating the entire servicing layer around these accounting systems like QuickBooks and NetSuite.
So you can be more effective. You can have one professional services finance team member
Yes.
service multiple accounts because they got the AI tasks set up.
Exactly. Exactly.
So
So the number of customers each finance team can serve is increasing every quarter as our automation rates keeps increasing.
What about security? Because I'll be like, oh, my data's in there. I don't want anyone to
Yeah.
know. Well, security is
So
going
the
to be a big
great
concern.
so the great thing is like this is the second time we are building a human assisted AI platform. Our previous startup was Mezi, which was like an AI powered travel as a service platform that was acquired by American Express. And when we were acquired, we pretty much spent 1 year bulletproofing our entire platform to Amex security level. And I think we have brought all that learning into Zeni. So from day zero, we have built this platform in a very secured way. We encrypt data over the wire before we store it, etc. We are SOC2 compliant. So the platform is extremely secured.
So Meze went to Amex.
Yeah, Mezi was
And
acquired by
are they
Amex.
using that still?
Oh yeah, if you actually are an Amex card member,
Yeah,
if
we
you
are.
open the Amex app, click on the messaging icon, the UI that you see is all Mezi. So Mezi is now used by more than 80 million card members worldwide. It's like one of the most successful acquisitions Amex has done.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. So what was the idea? What was the origination of this company? What was the main thinking behind it? What was the motivation?
Yeah,
Was
so-
it hey, we did this at Amex. We can do this for this market. So just let's go disrupt finance.
Yeah, so pretty much like this is my third startup, and me and my identical twin brother Snehal, we have started all these three companies. And we have always started a company when we have a very deep, painful relationship with the problem. And because we started the previous two companies, we knew how hard it is to deal with finances. We hired the best finance firm in Silicon Valley. Experience was the same. There are humans on the other side. They charge you by the hour, send you back Excels. You talk to them. They talk in finance jargon. It's very hard to understand. So we wanted to change that because we know what we want as a founder. We are not finance experts. And I think that allowed us to really think in a foolish way to build something that probably finance experts can't think of. And we created a platform where if you go to our Zeni dashboard, you will see things in simple English. It's very easy to consume. It's consumer class and not really.
Hey, if it works for a founder, it works for everybody.
Yeah.
Because founders are very impatient when it comes
They are
to
impatient.
finance.
They don't like to use QuickBooks because QuickBooks is not designed for them. It's very complex, and a lot of
Complex
things are still
detail,
manual.
columns, like
Yeah.
it's like it's nosebleed.
You get lost in it.
It's like a
for a
nosebleed.
reason.
Yeah, but that's true. But that's the whole goal of AI is to abstract out the system of record
Yes.
stuff. But someone's got to do it. Who does it?
Yep.
So I can
and
hire.
it's such a big, deep problem, and it's a global problem. And the way, we are solving it is ground up building it using AI, and we have done it before. So the same team that built our previous startup, Mezi, is now building Zeni.
Your
And
twin brother is involved.
twin
Identical
brothers,
twin?
yeah, twin brothers, and all our core team is still with us.
Yeah.
And same investors who backed Mezi have backed Zeni as
Of
well.
course,
So
yeah.
pretty
Well,
fortunate.
you keep doubling down on winners, founding teams. So he's working with you on this. What's his name?
Snehal Shinde.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so he's got a same identical look. I have a fraternal twin, by the way. I have a twin.
Oh, you have a
fraternal.
twin?
We're not
Oh, wow.
identical. We don't do stuff. He's not techie. He's a civil engineer.
But are you the smarter twin as well? Or
Of course, I'm the smarter
Oh,
twin.
yeah,
I'm here on
same.
theCUBE. I'm a CUBE host. He's not. He's watching me like, no, I'm smarter. No, well, he was an engineer. I was in computer science. But well, that's the same.
Amazing.
Twins are twins.
Yeah,
you know.
we are identical twin brothers.
And is
Yeah.
he technical?
Yeah, he's technical. He's the CTO,
He's the
CPO
coder?
of the company.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's managing all our AI products and everything.
That's awesome. Okay, so where are you guys now in terms of team? Give us the size of the scope. Where are you in the progress How many customers? What stage are you in?
Yeah, we are at a growth stage right now. We have close to 350 employees, full-time employees. We have 5 offices, 2 in the US, 3 in India. And we are managing more than $1.3 billion in finances every single month. So our system
How
of
many
AI
customers is that
agents,
spread
so
over?
that's like north of 600 customers. And as I said, our typical customer is a mid-enterprise, so scaling pretty well. The kind of customers that we are closing more and more bigger customers now. So pretty excited about it.
What's the onboarding process look like?
So it's pretty fast. In fact, we have a goal internally that we want to onboard customers in hours and not even days. Typically, if you work with a finance firm, they will take 4 to 6 weeks to onboard you. We have already reduced it down to 24 hours for most of our customers, and we are working further to reduce it down to hours.
Great. Well, now that you're in Palo Alto, we'll certainly bring you back in. For the folks out there that are watching, obviously, most mid-sized companies don't really have a CFO. Our CFO AI is mostly for the larger companies. But for people out there who are, mid-sized companies, they're born in the cloud, they're used to self-service.
Yeah.
How should I think about working with Zeni? I'm sold on it, but what do I have to do? What do I do on my side as a customer? Do I still need to do the QuickBooks data entry? Or how do I get that data in?
Yeah.
What do I got to do, and what does Zeni do? I get the value. What's the minimum I have to do to get that value?
Yeah. So you can go to zeni.ai and just schedule a demo, and you will talk to one of the experts who will give you a nice overview of the Zeni platform, give you a demo, and tell you exactly how everything works. But the great thing is, you don't have to change anything that you're doing as a business. We wrap everything with Zeni pretty much overnight. So our platform will basically take all your siloed data in all the different finance applications that you might be using, whether that they are your banks, credit cards, payroll providers, accounting system, and we'll start downloading that data in real time. It will go through our workflow automation. It will go through our system of AI agents. Then we will process it and push it back to QuickBooks pretty much in real time. And then humans oversee it every single day. And so from your side, it's a very low lift. You don't have to spend any time because we will give you a dedicated finance team. You can always talk to them once a month, once a week, depending upon your comfort level. But our goal is to make it super simple for you. And that's why we named it Zeni, because we believe that the world of finances is super complex. People are stressed out. Companies, founders are stressed out. And we really wanted to give that Zen back to them so that we can take that stress away from them, use the AI, the automation, and the people on our side to make their life super easy.
Efficiency and speed to value is everything founders want to do. They don't want any, mundane work from a founder. I got to build the product, finance. But you can't, one of the things as a CEO founder, you don't want to run out of money.
Yep.
so you got to get your finance house in order.
Yeah.
I have to ask you about some of the things that I'm personally interested in because in thinking about how cool this is. Things like revenue recognition. People are always playing games with, okay, do I defer the revenue if it's a service? I booked it this month, so it's not yet delivered. So all these kind of finance things, how do you guys help that? Is that part of the agent or the finance team?
That's a great question. So we do gap compliant finances for every single customer of ours, which is great because if you are a startup that is trying to raise money, they want your finances to be gap compliant. So every single person on our finance team, and we have 100+ accounting experts and CPAs and 10 CFOs and tax experts on our side who know how to manage US books, and they will actually work with you to take care of your revenue recognition. They will guide you the right way, and they will even recommend the right systems for you to use.
But if I have sales out there doing proposals,
and
then they book a business that might be non-standard, all kinds of P&L mappings. I mean, we have multiple divisions.
So there are nuances, and I think that's why revenue recognition is probably the hardest part of this entire month-end close process. And there are nuances to every business. So what we do is we analyze the type of customer that we might potentially work with. And if we believe that 70 to 80% of our platform and our AI agents can automate their stuff, if not now, down the line, then we work with them because we want to make sure that we want to set you up for success. And your journey with Zeni will be probably several years. So we want to be that long-term partner for you.
So I love what you guys do. How much does it cost? What can I expect to pay? What's the pricing?
Yeah, I would say the pricing is pretty reasonable. We start as low as $349 or $549 a month. And we bill you a flat $349 for an extremely small company, or typically $549 for a seed stage company. And then we have 3 plans: starter plan, growth plan, and enterprise plan. Depending upon the complexity of your business, you might fit within each of those plans. So we study the complexity of your business and charge you a flat cost every single month. And that comes with our team of experts and our system of AI agents.
I noticed on your LinkedIn you have another opportunity. You guys call it the general partner of Twin Ventures.
Oh yeah.
I'm interpreting that that's your twin brother.
Yes.
Twins
So
looking at deals.
Yes.
Do you use Zeni for your twin general partnership?
Oh yeah.
Piece. Is there a VC angle here too for finance?
Yeah. So me and Snehal also run a VC fund called Twin Ventures, where we only invest in deep tech AI companies, because that's our expertise.
Yeah.
And because our last startup was also an AI startup, the fund was formed after that startup got acquired. So we have invested in close to 50 companies till now. We are on to our second fund. But yeah, every company that we invest in obviously gets a sweet deal with Zeni. And Zeni has now become a funnel for us to invest via Twin Ventures as well. So they are very complementary with each other.
Yeah, and you guys do that because you stay with what you know.
Yes.
You can identify the winners.
And goes without saying that Twin Ventures finances are managed by Zeni.
That's what I was going to say. So
Eat your own dog food.
Is there an LP model? Who's the LPs in that? Is it friends and family, your own?
No, every LP in Twin Ventures is a VC at a bigger VC fund. So the founders of Sama Capital, Elevation Capital, amazing folks like Amit Singhal, Neeraj Arora, a lot of these very famous executive in the Bay Area are all investors in the Twin VC fund.
It's really focused, expert. You guys have a good eye.
Yeah.
It's kind of cute. We can see things.
Yeah.
If you know what you're looking at, you can say, okay, that's an easy one.
Yep.
Market's there. Team's got the capabilities. Good bet.
Yep.
It's all about betting.
Yeah.
So
I think then when we invest in a startup at Twin Ventures, we can always refer that startup to these bigger VC funds, and it becomes a nice qualified funnel for them as well.
They like the feeder. I mean, and the entrepreneurs now want to work with, the seed checks are bigger, right?
Yeah.
So, but those are like the old Series A's, but the founders want money from founders.
Yeah.
And there's enough founders doing this.
Oh, that's a big change. I think that has happened in the last 4 to 5 years. Every founder wants another founder on the cap table, especially if they have built companies that are 2-3 levels ahead of them.
Yeah.
And they can learn
first
from
money
their
in
mistakes.
too. They want and they want that as a protection mechanism.
Absolutely.
I mean, I hate to say that way, but that's what the world's come to.
Yeah.
Then the VCs are fine with that because they got the bigger funds. They want to put money to work on, take away the risk management of, take away that product risk or team risk.
Yeah, absolutely. That's why I think when we cut a check to these startups, we are very complementary to all other investors because first of all, we bring the AI expertise, we bring our real world operational experience, and we can guide them on things that typically VCs might not. And it becomes a nice complementary team for the founder and the VCs as well.
And your current VCs in Zeni don't mind at all that there's like side gig going on?
So pretty much every investor in Zeni is an investor in Twin Ventures. And what we have done is we typically spend less than 10% of our time on Twin Ventures. That's why the fund size, every fund that we start is $5 million. It's not more than that. So
you're writing small checks.
Yeah,
we are coming in at the early stage.
Yes. We typically put in $250,000 in every startup. But all of them are big.
How many of those checks do you write that's straight up first check or side by side somebody else?
So I would say most of our checks are early stage, pre-seed or seed. There are some exceptions that we make in Series A when we are investing with someone else.
But those are your deals, so you could say you're pretty much writing the first check in those.
Yes, that's our goal, to write the first check.
And that's cool too. That's great, and people get confidence, because you're not going to threaten. You're a founder. Founders love other founders, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Well, what's next for Zeni? Give us the roadmap. We'll certainly see you in Palo Alto now that I know where you live.
Oh, yeah.
Docs you here on theCUBE, but you're close to where we are, so.
Yeah, I think what's next for Zeni is to take human out of the loop. I think we are weeks away from completely automating the entire month-end close process for some of our key customers. So really excited about that.
Swapnil, thanks for coming on theCUBE. Appreciate you, and great to hear about you and your twin brother continuing getting back in the arena at multiple levels.
Thank you so much.
You're in the arena fighting the battles.
Absolutely.
And also investing in others to come in.
Yep. And remember, we are the smarter twin.
Exactly. We'll stick with that story. We'll stay with it. Great to see you. Thanks for coming on. Appreciate
Thank you.
Okay, I'm John Furrier here in theCUBE. We're here for the CUBE plus NYC Wired Community Week. Thanks for watching.